Princess Cruises has made the announcement to drastically revise their 2026 world cruise on board Coral Princess due to the unrest in the Middle East. It's now an epic voyage, and even if you aren't able to take part, join us and let's dream together. My name is Andrew, and welcome back once again to Tidal Horizons. We've become the go-to source for news and information on Princess Cruises, so let's explore together. In a recent webinar with travel agents, Princess announced they have made a massive change to their planned January 2026 world cruise. Up until now, cruise lines have been making shifts in world cruise planning to avoid the Middle East, specifically the Red Sea and the Suez Canal. Changes have been costing the cruise lines a significant amount of money and have dampened the appetite for world cruises because they are being forced to take the long way around the bottom of Africa. There are limited stops on the west coast of Africa due to limited infrastructure and security concerns. I'll also preface this to say that depending on when you are watching this, details may not even be updated on Princess's website, but the images I'm about to share are directly from Princess. Rather than hope the issue in the Middle East resolves themselves in the next year, Princess has taken the drastic measure to create their most epic cruise ever. A grand circle around the Pacific Ocean with both a 131-day option from Fort Lauderdale returning to Los Angeles or a 115-day round trip from Los Angeles. This gives you the opportunity to visit up to 4 continents, 19 countries, 60 destinations, and 45 UNESCO heritage sites with several overnights and some long days in port for major cities. The voyage can be purchased as a whole world cruise, in liner segments, which are 59 days from Los Angeles to Singapore or 56 days from Singapore to Los Angeles, and finally as 12 different segments ranging from 9 to 39 days. For the purposes of this video, we'll break it down into the larger segments. You'll have the option of boarding the Coral Princess in Fort Lauderdale on January 5th, 2026 for a 16-night cruise through the Panama Canal with stops in Cartagena, Panama, Costa Rica, and Mexico. If my thinking is correct, this is how you're visiting the 4 continents, visiting Colombia. The complete round trip departs Los Angeles on January 21st, 2026, and does an excellent South Pacific segment, 39 days from Los Angeles, or 33 days from Honolulu to Sydney, including 4 ports in Hawaii, 2 stops in Tahiti, followed by stops in Samoa, Fiji, Vanuatu, New Caledonia, and 5 ports in New Zealand before heading to Sydney. This is one of the better South Pacific voyages I've seen from Princess in a long time. Speaking of a long time, I've been sailing with Princess for a long time, over 20 years now, and they are a big focus for this channel. If you're an avid Princess cruiser or just starting out, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified of the latest from Princess and from around the cruising world. After sailing in and out of beautiful Sydney Harbour, it's time to take in 4 more of Australia's diverse cities on our way to Singapore, starting with Burnie, Tasmania, before heading to Melbourne, Adelaide, and the Western Australia city of Perth. Then sailing up to Southeast Asia with a stop in the incomparable Bali, followed by Kuala Lumpur, Penang, and finally arriving in the stunning city of Singapore. A cruise is a wonderful way to see Southeast Asia, and this segment holds some of my favorite ports of call that I've visited in the past. Let's look at Singapore to Tokyo. After leaving Singapore, we'll visit the crystal blue waters of Koh Samui before the bustle of an overnight call in Bangkok, Thailand. Vietnam is well represented with 4 ports that include Ho Chi Minh City and an overnight in Ha Long Bay. The ship will then visit the metropolis of Hong Kong, followed by Taipei, before moving on to start the Japan portion of the voyage, with 6 ports before reaching the city of Tokyo. You'd think that would be it for Japan, but the country is so diverse from north to south that you're only partway there. In our final 31-day segment, we're going to look at Japan's northern islands with 3 more ports, including the very northern port of Hakodate, before crossing the Pacific again en route to Alaska. Coral Princess will do a complete Alaska cruise, including Glacier Bay, with stops in Sitka, Skagway, Ketchikan, and Juneau, before visiting both Victoria and Vancouver, British Columbia, and finally making its way down the west coast back to Los Angeles. You really have to sit back and look at what kind of bucket list cruise this turned into. A very well thought out extended South Pacific voyage, New Zealand and Australia, Southeast Asia, Japan, Alaska in depth, and a West Coast cruise. Just a wonderful itinerary and a dream for many. Well done, Princess. I think this is really going to be a winner. The issue Princess is facing now is filling the ship. It's only just over a year before the cruise sets sail. They will be doing some kind of compensation for those who might not want to move over from the old itinerary. I'm not privy to that information, unfortunately. But that being said, they've announced an unbelievable promotion until December 31st, 2024. Now, as many of my subscribers know, I don't use this channel to solicit new clients. I can only accept a limited number that connect with me through the channel. But in this case, I'm going to lay out the offer that Princess will be making and say that if this is something that interests you, my contact information is in the description of this video. If you are in the US or Canada, please feel free to reach out. Passengers booking the full 115 or 131-day cruise before December 31st, 2024 will receive Princess Premier Package for free. This covers your drink package, unlimited specialty dining, gratuities, Wi-Fi, and so much more. You'll also receive up to $500 in onboard credit per passenger and up to $2,000 in air credit for suite and mini-suite passengers, $1,000 for balcony. The air credit portion is tied to Easy Air through Princess and needs to be thoroughly reviewed by you and your travel agent depending on your circumstances. Those booking liner fees for 56 days or longer will receive $500 onboard credit each, and segment passengers are eligible for $300 each. Captain's Circle members can save an additional $1,000. Again, there's always fine print, so be sure to check with your travel professional before booking. Booking for this amazing voyage starts on October 28th, 2024. Check out some of our other Princess Cruises videos, including the details on Alaska 2026, which features some of the ports that the Coral will be visiting. Also, have a look at our Princess Plus versus Princess Premier video with details of the new Princess Premier package. Again, if you want the latest on Princess Cruises, make sure you subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. We'll be bringing it to you. Thanks for watching.